Is gray here, but if you put, excuse me, thank you. If you put the torch to the salt, the light, it's transparent. It seems to be gray because it's impure with the sand, claystone, mud, gypsum, and so on. It contains more or less 95% of sodium chloride. Over here you can see the crystal of halite. The purest kind of salt here downstairs, no impurities, 99% of sodium chloride. It looks like ice or glass. In old times, this kind of salt was called the royal salt because it was served only on the king's table. The chandeliers are made of these crystals of the salt on the trees root, and of course you will see them. And a volunteer to leak? No, not it. You trust me that. He was very famous. We believe that things which you cannot touch and leak. The figures, the electric wires, and the tour guide. The rest and once again, because of the moisture, inside everything is made of salt. The figures, the chandeliers, the walls, the ceiling, the floor. But if you buy the ticket for the pilgrim's route, then you can visit this place. We have the special tour for pilgrims. Flowers. The effect of the secondary crystallization of the salt, the water makes them on them. Yeah, kalafior in Polish. On the way you can taste it because this is the normal table salt. Also, you can scrape some salt and later use in your kitchen. Every tourist can lick 2 kilograms of salt, so please think about it. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go to the next page. In the left corner, next to the tower, you can find the salt stalactites, also called spaghetti or pasta. And right now, as I promised, the third
When a Polish prince called Bolesław proposed to Hungarian Princess Kinga, her father, King Bela, insisted on a traditional dowry. But Kinga came up with another idea. She knew that no rock salt was mined in Poland, and decided to ask her father for a group of salt miners. She wished to find salt in Poland with their help. Without a second thought, the king presented to Kinga an entire salt mine in Hungary. The princess visited the mine on her way to Krakow. She came near the mine shaft and, surprisingly, threw her engagement ring into it. When she arrived to her new country, she requested the miners to look for salt. The result came soon. The miners discovered salt deposits near Krakow that gave Poland centuries-long prosperity. They say that Kinga's engagement ring was found in the first salt lump extracted.
Ladies and gentlemen, as I promised, over here you can taste the salt cauliflowers. Over here the salt is orange because the steel corrodes. Ladies and gentlemen, in the next chamber on the left, the benches of Livia higher than the ladies and gentlemen, over here there is an exhibition of the horizontal trunk. You can see that it was based on the concrete. On the concrete balance, like the elevator, we have to wait until one change direction. And right now, when one goes, is the same path. electronic resource is water filled downstairs. This water is pumped out of the underside. There's the saline, the factory, where we derive the salt from the brine from the salty water like 6,000 years ago, more or less 15,000 tons a year. That's why the Wieliczka Salt Mine is the active. "100 years by hand, of course." Remember the first chamber with this large wooden structure on the tourist route? This one is connected with it by this staircase. That's why in the past, before the First World War, the tourist route started from this point. Our visitors went downstairs and they visited only 5 chambers. At present, this room is our reception hall, which you can rent when you hold the wedding party, when you organize the conference, the exhibition, and so on. That's why the floor is made of the wood here. And have a look up, please, the biggest chandelier in Wieliczka, which is made of 4,000 crystals of salt, and it weighs more or less 700 kilograms. This is the highest chamber in the mine. It's 36 meters high. In the past, 2 Guinness records took place here. The first underground bungee jumping from this shelf and the first underground flight balloon. During the occupation, the Nazi factory was here in this room. Germans worked down here. That's why our miners carved the David Star on the wall.